got turned, got a dog crack when the boy won't learn. Big racked up shorty when the block gets served. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my but I ain't them nerd like damn why pie get like yarn.
Broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G. I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I released my soul, now they taking pictures of it.
Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, got the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She two with the G's, then she know it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go here on a Thursday night. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
One, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
11. Gun. Cut.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's going to air one out right away. That is hard. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. You talk about a way to get this one started, Greg. Come on the road, go downfield deep, and put 6 on the board.
You can tell, Mike, this offensive coordinator, he wanted to come out aggressive in this one. Finds himself on the road. What does he do on the first snap? Deep shot, touchdown, strike first.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Ravens nothing.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Hardy now with the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now the first carry for King Henry. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Jackson now on second down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. They get 24 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be third down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
From the gun, Jackson. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
On the give, here's Henry. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. They'll run here with the rookie. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. They face second down and 7.
Here we go, here we go. To hot.
Burrow working in the pistol. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is caught, finding Higgins. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again here. Second and 10. Here's Brown. And a good run there on second down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up third and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Third down, 3 to go.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. To hot.
Now, Burrow. That is picked off by the first rounder out of Clemson, Nate Wiggins. And the Ravens are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, say hi. Nice shot. Nice shot. Hey. Shot.
On first and 10, Jackson. Now he'll run it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
On the handoff, it's Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
Hey, report. You at X. Touch.
Off the play fake, Jackson. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And third down coming up. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line.
On one, ready?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Gun, gun. Stop.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll work this out to the 23. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
On one, ready?
Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get set. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's going to be incomplete. And he'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary.
Here we go.
They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
11 Thomas. Twelve. Stop.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's to the right side for Burton. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. Deontay Hardy deep for Baltimore. Now fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Ready, shot. Sit on.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. Going to go right back to Henry. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll motion over Flowers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Middle. 180. Ready, shot. Sit up.
3rd and long for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
A carry here for Brown. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
They go play action for Burrow.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Burrow now. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up fourth down. These are drive killers.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Bateman is the motion man. A give right up the middle to Henry. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Brings up second and 11 at the 45-yard line.
No, we changed it.
Second down, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's taken in. It's Rasheen Ali.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have the Ravens first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on fourth down.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn fourth down into a first.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. First and 10. Now Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On second down, Jackson again. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
13.
Third and short, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Jackson now. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as they wind up getting 13 on fourth down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Come on now, that's just unfair. You're asking them to stop a fullback cold. All he needed was a couple inches to pick up the first down. Mike, I think if they run that play 10 different times, he's moving the chains.
No, we changed it. Yo. Shut up.
On play action, here's Jackson. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that'll be a pickup of 3. So we've reached halftime here on our Thursday nighter to start the new NFL week. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in the second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Ready, shot. Ready, shot.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
13.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. He'll tuck it and take off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Coming open, that's the tight end likely. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run it on first down with Henry. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Alpha, sit hot. Ready, shot. Sit hot.
Jackson now on second down. That is left side and caught by Flowers.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Hey. Sit hot.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Sit hot.
They'll go again here with Henry. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Omar, ready? Report! Sit hot.
Jackson out of the pistol. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, report! Report! Hey! Right shot! You change it.
Jackson. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
No motion over Flowers.
Go ahead.
3rd and goal for Jackson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Brown. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Gun. Stop.
Burrow to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He is going to have a Bengals first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Going for it all. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Andre Yosibov. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Hardy now with the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Oh, ready.
A first down throw for Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, middle. Hey, report. Hey. Touch.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
3rd and long.
You are X.
Throwing Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill.
Here we go.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's the veteran Zach Moss. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Here we go.
Burrow working in the pistol. That's to the right side for Burton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Here we go. 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
Burrow here on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
11.
He'll send a tight end in motion right. 2nd down. Burrow. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
11 Thomas. Shot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And this ball incomplete on third down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. The Bengals out and ready to punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll motion over Flowers. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8.
It's second and 8.
Jackson now. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So, a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's first and 10. Jackson up top again. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
On the give, here's Henry. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Jackson on the move. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and the first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal. That tackle's made at the 10-yard line.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Pistol give to Henry. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Henry tries to pull his way in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow now. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making. And I think it was...
That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena.
Yeah. One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect. I don't need nothing on me. The Father made way for me. Bitches like Bronny. I got my little belly. My blessings, they on me. They rain and they rain. Yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. This sound like he drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be dope. Back on the rims, riding on rims. Came in all black to that. I came back to my to that ripping no Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Averix on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra. I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a lead, my is hard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on God. My bag on God. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponents. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies, cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Proof of this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from Sanaa. Back in my bag, and it's big as a duffel with blessings on blessings. I came through this struggle, I'm back.